Metagame is a term that can be broadly defined as a game beyond the game. All right. So there are two kinds of metagames. First is mechanical. They are looping systems that wrap themselves around the core gameplay. They can affect it, but they don't take part in it. So if you imagine a core loop to be a set of tasks which are circular in nature, as I showed you, one leads to the other, then imagine a meta loop to be another circle which kind of wraps around the core gameplay. A good example is many games have chat functions, they have leaderboards, they have social gifting, and so on, or events. Now, why do we introduce meta games? Why do we introduce meta game feature? Because even though core loops are designed to be sticky, fun, and something players can keep coming back to, doesn't matter how many, it does get boring in the long run, right? Like if you keep doing the same set of actions, you will get bored after a time. So that's why we add metagame features to make the game more interesting, offer more variety. And it also broadens and refreshes the user experience of the game. There are more things to do than just take part in the core loop, which is essential, but player can also take part in these additional activities. So that's example of mechanical metagame. And when we are going to see examples going ahead, for the purpose of this masterclass, we'll always look at mechanical metagame. But I'm also going to quickly call out there's another form of metagame. It's called emergent metagame. It is basically when players who are playing your game for a long time, they have an issue which developers have not thought of, or they figure out a way to use the tools of the game or features of the game to play it in a very different manner. A very quick classic example is origin of player-to-player trading in World of Warcraft. So what happened in early games when World of Warcraft was launched, players, most of you have played World of Warcraft, it's a fantasy game. You can control a class of fantasy character. And as you take part in battles, you will be rewarded. You finish missions with different kind of, magical spells, weapons, armor, gear, different kind of talismans, So one of the players, or many players often wondered, oh, I have this big inventory, similar to the ship inventory I showed you, of all the gear that I've acquired over time. But I want this particular armor for my character, but I don't have it. And it will take me a long time to get it. I wish there was a simpler way to get it. And then there's another player they're talking to through chat. And he said, you know what? I have that armor, but I need what you have. I wish there was a way we could exchange it. So this was something, players were feeling that if there was a cooler way to exchange items, we would readily do it. And they figured out a way to do it outside the game, And when the developers came to know about it, they realized, oh, this is actually a real need of the players and we hadn't thought about it. So they actually made an official feature or a marketplace out of it. So that shows that's an emergent metagame. That's something that players wanted or figured out by using the tools of the game.